So what is going on YouTube? This is Sam here, coming to you guys with a EvilSwarm deck profile for the January 1st, 2015 format. So I hope you guys enjoy this deck profile. And guys, before I get started with this deck profile, the reason why I decided to play this deck is because I feel like this deck has a really great matchups against some of the current decks in today's meta. Of course, decks like Cliffforts, Shaddolls, Necros, and stuff like that. EvilSwarms has a really great matchup against those decks, especially Cliffforts and the Necros matchup. So I just hope you guys enjoy this deck profile. And not only that, you know, EvilSwarms are able to just main deck a lot of good floodgate cards and side deck a lot of good floodgate cards as well to combat with today's current meta. So I just hope you guys enjoy this deck profile. And without further ado, let's get started. I'll go through the deck profile fairly quickly. And if you guys don't want to watch this deck profile, there'll be a link in the description bar below showing you guys the deck list and the picture of the deck list, of course, if you guys are not interested into watching this video. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get started. And of course, to start off with the monsters, is I play the one lone Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit is self-explanatory, you know, is the king of top decks, and you're able to just top deck and stack Rescue Rabbit with, of course, the Lavabo Chain that you play in your extra deck. So one Rescue Rabbit. Now off to your EvilSwarm engine is you play, of course, the triple Heliotrope. You know, Heliotrope dodges Phoenix Chains and stuff like that, and it's also like a really big beta card. You know, it's a really great bottomless beta, and of course, you know, it just runs over the Shadow Dragons and stuff like that. So Heliotrope is really good, and it's of course your Rescue Rabbit target, obviously. Next is you play triple EvilSwarm Caster. Caster is absolutely amazing. You want to see Caster in your hand every single turn, so that's why you play in your main deck triple Reinforcers of the Army, is because you want to try to get into your Ophions as fast as possible, and Caster and Kirkion is your fastest way into getting into that. So you want to see him like mostly every single hand, like every single opening hand that you have. You want to see the EvilSwarm Caster. So triple Caster. Next, you play the free special summoning of the deck is you play triple EvilSwarm Managora. Managora is absolutely amazing, especially when you're going second, or even when your opponent has a monster on board already. You're able to just get a free summon off Managora. Let's say, like, you know, you have a really great combo with Managora, Caster, and Kirkion. You know, you special summon Managora off your opponent's turn. On your turn while your opponent has a monster. You special summon Managora, normal summon Caster, overlay into Ophion. If they have no response to Ophion, activate Ophion's effect, search up the Infestation Pandemic. And if you have a Kirkion in your hand, you're able to just go off even more. Using Caster effect, you're able to just normal summon the Kirkion and then just go off from there, which is absolutely amazing. And Caster effect is that, you know, once this card is normal summoned that turn, you're able to gain an additional normal summon again. So this card does not rely itself to be on the field to be able to gain the effect of normally summon a monster this turn again. So a Caster is absolutely amazing. And Managora, you know, this card, it can never be dead. You know, it's a free summon. So yeah. So triple Managora. In games 2 and 3, I usually side one out. So yeah, so triple Managora. Next, you play triple EvilSwarm Thunderbird. Thunderbird is absolutely amazing. Being able to dodge cards like Snatch, Dio, Regeki, D-Prisons, Phoenix Chains, Mirror Force, stuff like that is absolutely amazing. So I like to play the triple Thunderbird, and it's very self-explanatory. And you know, guys, this is like a basic EvilSwarm lineup. And last but not least, I play the triple EvilSwarm Kirkion, the king of top decks in his deck, and of course, Kirkion is searchable with Infestation, Infection. So he's really good. You know, other than the Rescue Rabbit, EvilSwarm Kirkion is literally the best top deck in your deck. You know, once you usually top deck the Kirkion, you usually win the game. So Kirkion is absolutely amazing. So that is it for our main deck of monsters. So 16 monsters, 15 EvilSwarms, and of course the one lone Rescue Rabbit. I hope I'm not talking too fast for you guys. You know, I'm trying to pace myself now since, you know, I read all your comments. So I try to improve my mistakes, you know, going too fast and rambling on too much and stuff like that. So yeah, guys. Now off to our spells is I play double Infestation Pandemic. Pandemic is absolutely amazing. My logic is that if you play at 3, sometimes during late game, it can be a really dead draw. The only time you want to search the Infestation Pandemic is through Ophion. Or other than that, you just like luckily draw it. So yeah, guys, I feel like 3 is too much, but 2 is really great, a great number to have in this deck. But if you guys prefer 3, you guys can play 3 and go ahead. It's really my personal preference to only play 2, and it also makes more space into the deck by only playing 2. So double Infestation Pandemic. Next, I play double Forbidden Chalice. Chalice is absolutely amazing. You know, this card is a great offensive and a defensive card. Forbidden Chalice is just so good. You know, being able to just negate monster effects and is absolutely amazing. And of course, this card boosts up your Ophion into 2950, which is pretty big. So Chalice is really great. And against the Stellar Knight matchup, you know, when you Chalice their Deneb, your Altair, and stuff like that, what is a 1900 Deneb going to do in to a 2550 Ophion and stuff like that? So that's my logic. Forbidden Chalice is absolutely amazing. To be honest, guys, I might even bump up Chalice to 3 in the main deck, but you know, third Chalice, I decided to side it since I couldn't find space for a third one. Yeah, guys, just let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about you know, my spot lineups and stuff like that, so I can make improvements into the main deck and stuff like that. So 2 Chalice. Next, you play the triple Rota, self-explanatory, to get your casters in your hand as fast as possible. Usually games 2 and 3, I side 1 out. So yeah, 1 Allure of Darkness, 1 Snatch Steal, 1 Regeki, 1 Soul Charge. Last but not least, since this whole entire format is a Pendulum format, is triple Mystical Space Typhoon to round off our spells. That is it for our spells. Now off to our traps. I played the 1 Infestation, Infection. You know, this card is one of the best search cards in the deck. You know, you bounce back your dead Heliotrope, search up Kirkion next turn, then you have a free Ophion next turn because of Infection. So good. Double Vanity's Emptiness, and Kibito. Vanity's Emptiness and EvilSwarm Ophion is absolutely amazing. You guys all know how deadly Vanity's Emptiness and Ophion can be. Double Phoenix Shane. 1 Compulse, double Mirror Force, 1 Boundless, and 1 Solemn Warning. This is it for my trap lineup. So of course, Solemn Warning, Boundless, and Compulse are self-explanatory. They're really strong one-offs. And I decided to main deck the 2 Mirror Force is because I feel like Mirror Force is better than Deep Frizz in this format. Is because I feel like the Mirror Force can become a really great surprise factor when your opponent overextends. So this card just punishes really bad players. And of course, Mirror Force just stops your opponent from just OTKing you and stuff like that. Yeah, so double Mirror Force. Yeah, guys, if you guys want to play double Deep Prison instead, you guys go ahead. But I would definitely prefer the Mirror Force over the Deep Prison this format. Double Phoenix Shane stops monster effects. Double Vanity's Emptiness, self-explanatory, locks your opponent down, stuff like that. And to round off our trap lineup is I played the 1 Macrocosmos in the main. Macrocosmos is absolutely amazing. If you guys know how to play Macrocosmos and EvilSwarm, this card can become one of the most brokenest cards in this deck. You know, opening up EvilSwarm Ophion and Macrocosmos is absolutely amazing. Macrocosmos literally just stops most of the decks in today's current meta, like Cliff Forts. Cliff Forts will not go to the extra deck if Macrocosmos is flipped face up on the field. You guys check the rulebook. Yeah, that's what it says. You know, it will be banished instead. And same thing with Dark Law. If Dark Law is on the field and against Pendulums, you know, they'll be banished instead of going to the extra deck. So Macrocosmos is really good. It's really great against the S Knights matchup as well because, you know, S Knights rely on their graveyard because of Altair for them to be able to go do their wombo combo plays. So Macrocosmos stops them from that. Macrocosmos literally shuts down Shaddolls. It shuts down Burning Abyss and stuff like that. So Macrocosmos is really great. So sometimes when you have an Ophion out on the field and you have Macrocosmos, and you already have your graveyard set, and then especially when you have a Kirkion in your hand already, you already basically just win the game. So you have your Pandemic set, you have your Macrocosmos face down, and then you have your graveyard targets for Kirkion, and then next turn, you know, anything that your opponent tries to do, you flip the Macrocosmos. Then next turn, you're able to just go into your second Ophion and stuff like that with the Macrocosmos on his board, which can become really devastating for your opponent to face Macrocosmos on the board. So yeah, guys, that is it for my main deck. You know, EvilSwarm is so good since they're able to main cards like Macrocosmos, which I feel like is one of the MVPs most cases. Macrocosmos is just so good. So yeah, guys, enough talking about Macrocosmos. And this is a 41 card main deck. So yeah, guys, I couldn't decide what to cut out to make it 40, so I just made it 41. 41 isn't going to hurt, but if you guys see something that I should take out, just let me know. Yeah, guys, after our side deck real quick, side deck isn't finalized, so it's really player's preference, but this is what I have so far. So double Maxi, a double Flying Sea, double Light Mirror, triple Shadow Mirror. My logic for Shadow Mirror is that, you know, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror does not negate Ophion's effect. The only thing that it negates from Ophion is, of course, the adding of the Infestation Pandemic. By the time you flip the Shadow Imprisoning will definitely affect your opponent more than it will affect your Ophion. So Shadow Imprisoning is absolutely amazing. in this deck, you know, since this deck is able to just side deck triple Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, and this deck is a whole entire dark deck. So the way that you want to use Shadow Imprisoning in this deck is of course you want to go into your big combo plays first, then flip the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. You don't want to flip the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror right away, or else it will just neg and you won't be able to just use your monster effects. But other than that, you know, this card will just hurt your opponent more than it'll hurt yourself. With the one Lone Chalice, double trio against the Cliff 4 matchups, double Fairy Wind, and last but not least, one Soul Drain. To be honest, I was thinking of maining Soul Drain, but I couldn't find space for a Soul Drain in the main. But if I find space and I make updates on this deck as the format progresses, I'll definitely try to make space for the Soul Drain into the main deck. So yeah, that's it for our side deck. Let me know what you guys think about the side deck. Now off to the extra deck real quick is of course I play triple EvilSwarm Ophion. Absolutely amazing. Self-explanatory. You guys all know what Ophion does. It stuns your opponent. One Excite on Night. I currently only have one, but if you guys have two, you guys can go ahead and play two. I play what's it called? Yeah, if you guys have two Excite on Nights, definitely play the second Excite on Night, and one EvilSwarm Ouroboros. Next I play the one Kibito, one Bahamut, one Castel, one Emerald, one 101 Chain, number 50, Abyss Dweller, Ragnar Zero, and last but not least, one Rhapsody in Berserk. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. Let me know what you guys think about my EvilSwarm deck profile. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Guys, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. You know, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. Team Sam signing out. Peace, and don't forget to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Peace.